Welcome to another tutorial by 2dgameartguru.com. Today I'll be working in Affinity Designer to show you a simple paper cutout effect done with inner and outer shadows. This is the scene I'm gonna create, a simple cave with several layers and a monster lurking in the background. Let me start by deconstructing the illustration. I started with a basic off-white background, on top of which I placed a random shape with a slightly darker tone, added details with strokes that got expanded to create the grass at the bottom, simple shapes that make up a more interesting pattern, and some added shapes to create interest when we add the shadow afterwards. Inside of that one comes a second loop that is slightly smaller. There's still overlapping parts, so when I select that you can see it is cut inside. Oh, that's the third one already. Here's the third one. So as the cave gets deeper, the colors get darker, the shapes get smaller. And finally, there is the monster lurking in the background. Again, really simple shapes. The main thing is the eyes. The magic happens with the effects. So if I select the outermost layer, open up the effects, and say I want an inner shadow. Okay, this one is already predefined from earlier, so we say, okay, we have a radius that we set that gives you the smoothness as well as how wide it is, and the offset that defines how far off according to the angle you want to set it. So just put in even numbers for this one, 50 and 50, and we see the shadow rather strong here, and at the bottom bit we don't see a shadow at all, because in this case we define the light source to be in the top left. So when I close this one, it now looks like there is a cutout in our base background that shows the element underneath. Turning on the effect for all layers gives me nice shadows from the top left, and just enough to make it stand out where I added the details to give it depth to show which layer is in front of the next one. Now if you want to add on top of that, like some dust particles flying, snowflakes, whatever you want to call them, these work in the opposite way. Rather than having an inner shadow, they need to work with an outer shadow, where you define the distance and the angle according to the elements underneath. So if I open that one here, we have the same angle, light coming from the top left, and I can vary the distance, make them go further out. We want to somewhat match the off-white background cutout effect we have here. Say you want to add more shadows where there is not enough. Say in this area you want to bring out the line a little bit more. We add a custom shape, and usually start with an ellipse, convert it to a curve to adjust its shape, add a few more nodes, and then give the whole thing, come on, one more, a Gaussian blur, which allows it to look like our shadows, and a little less opacity. Now I can continue adjusting, which is one of the nice things in Affinity Designer, that once you adjusted the effects and opacities to a layer, you can still move the nodes and make it look just right. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the basics of creating a cutout effect in Affinity Designer. If there are any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible.